You guys, if you only knew, some of you do, and thank you again for sticking around for that last live. We are on 3 of 3 lives, so the first one will blow your mind. Gotta smack, you gotta watch every second of it. The question is, how is this possible? And then you answer it at the end of everything I show you, and it will blow you away. It's the Nancy Guthrie case. The second one is my reading, which actually nails it, saying it's a female, it's a journalist, and this person was afraid that they were losing something and going to be left out in the cold, and that they were seeking attention. So here we are, to you. And now you guys can ask all your favorite questions, or your very important questions, or the one you're dying to know the answer to. All right, you guys, self-sponsor here. Look what's coming to our shop. These are exclusive. Only on 1111dex.com. True Train coming through. This is a wonderful tumbler. I can't wait to show you. Also, have a hat. Welcome to everybody. Sculpey, thank you, lovely, for the $4.99 snooper chat. That is so kind of you. That is the second one today, or even the third. Thank you, thank you. I so appreciate you. We also, before we get started with your questions, welcome in everybody. We have some new private eyes. Now today, even subscribers can ask their questions, but we do have a lot of days where it's just private eyes. So we have some new private eyes. We have Antoinette. Hello, lovely. Welcome to Private Eyes. And then we have Robin. So welcome in to both of you. And hello to all the private eyes and our subscribers. All right, you guys, I take things as they come. All over the place. I go at the top of the chat, I go at the bottom of the chat, but the question has to be in the live chat for me to pull the answers. I am not a psychic, I don't play one on TV. I am not a medium, I do not talk to the dead. I certainly do not like the spirit boxes. I don't know, they probably do work. I just don't want to talk to no spirit but God. God is my savior. All right, my lovelies, are you ready? Let's see where we are. No sound? I got sound, Leanne. Go out and come back in. Somebody tell me that you can hear me. Give me a 1 before we cut the deck and start going. I'll shuffle until then, just so that we get a clean energy. Make sure you can hear me. House of Them just sent out 5 memberships. Woo! House of Them, you get the goat. You get the goats. Look at you. Welcome to all of our new private eyes. You guys are amazing. I'm so excited. Now there'll be more people that can join our private eyes. Okay, so y'all can hear me good. All right, let's get started. Sounds good. Perfect question. This is our first question here. I'm trying to catch it. Jan Funk, question, is Nancy in the same place as Savannah? Ooh. Is Nancy in the same place as Savannah? In general, right? She could be in a New York hospital, right? There's HIPAA protection. Nobody didn't even think to ask. What do we got? Well, Nancy is doing great. Nancy is strengthening. This is showing that this is independent. And it could mean independent from Savannah. This could have just been a relocation with some staff. Let's continue and see. Are they in the same place? Okay, that went crazy. We have cutting something out. Okay, so they're separate. This is meaning separate. This is meaning separate. This is solo. This is separate. So they're not in the same place. But they are communicating. They are coming together at times. This is gathering. And they still are in contact. Long-term message. So they are in communication to each other in some form. Or her staff is communicating with her. Allegedly. Remember, everything's in my opinion. Howdy, Linda. Question. Did Savannah allegedly pay off the sheriff and FBI, in my opinion? Okay, let's start off with the sheriff, because I can't do multiple questions. Maybe she paid off nobody. Maybe she paid off the sheriff. Maybe she paid off the FBI, but not the sheriff. Let's just ask about if Savannah allegedly, now remember, everything's alleged. Did Savannah allegedly pay off the sheriff? We have communication and a lot of it. That's also a yes. Let's continue. If it's meant to come out, it will. Did Savannah allegedly pay off the sheriff? We have abandonment, communication of abandonment. That is 5 of Pentacles. Oh my golly. This would say yes, that she paid off the sheriff and communicated that she was losing attention. This is attention. This is the show. This is the star of the show. The star. It's the one on stage. It's the spotlight. It's every bit focused in one. See that big star right there? That's, the star of the show. And the problem was she was worried that she was being left behind, allegedly. And so that was what was communicated. Now, how did she pay off the sheriff? I want to know about that car, right? If we get the chariot, we'll know it was a car. So let's see. How did she pay off the sheriff? How did she pay allegedly off the sheriff? Something important here. Something that is really close to her somehow. Legacy. It was a big payout. It was almost like handed to him as a thank you. Handed to him in a way that he'll never have to worry again. This is legacy. This is family. This is living, you've got the kids here, you got the dog, you got the house, right? Almost looks like Nancy's in the background. And you have the 10 of Pentacles, raining money. It's lifelong. It's like big money. Big money. All to retain the star of the show. Intriguing. All right, let's get the next question. Thank you so much, Linda, for asking that. That was a beautiful question to ask at this point because we all wanted to know it. Let me just make sure my deck is clear and we'll get into the next question. Okay. Question here. Oops, sorry. Catherine Miller, question. If Nancy has been in hiding, will retribution be paid for time and resources used? We have conflict, 5 of Wands. Not everybody's on the same page. And we have a plan of relocation and closing this cycle down and just being like justice is done. So what this is saying is there's the conflict. Everybody's on a different page in the Nancy Guthrie case. You're asking if she's in hiding, will retribution be paid for the time and resources used? So we have a plan. We have the architects, which have the blueprint. We have the builder. This is their plan. To travel to calmer ground, away from this chaos. To close down the cycle as if nothing ever happened and just let justice rest. And it's that family's wishes to let this go. Of course it is, right? That's the message. So no, I do not feel that there will be retribution. I feel this will be like they're trying to get this to die down. They're trying to get us off the case. They're trying to get everybody to just let it go. Let it go, right? No, we ain't gonna. Okay, let's see who else hasn't had a chance to ask a question recently. Just me. Did all 3 kids agree with this plan? Allegedly. Did all 3 of Nancy Guthrie's kids agree to this plan? Allegedly. We have somebody that was all in their head. They found out information that put them in a mental prison. They put themselves there. They can't get over something. They're trying to figure out what to do. So this person is in desperate measures. They've self-imprisoned themselves in a mental, place because all they're focused on is a new beginning. So did the kids know about this plan? Did Cameron and Annie know about the actual plan? Hangman, get a new perspective. They may not have. They may not have. Somebody was overlooked out of it. So not all of them know. Maybe some of them, but not all three. Because I've got the new perspective. There's a pact made here, but it's not with all three. We have one of them that was being ignored. You can almost see like there were three people that knew, but one of the siblings, because we have the hanged man saying get a new perspective, doesn't know. Or didn't know. Could be a masculine. It could be Cameron, King of Wands. Star. There's a lot of attention here wanted. All right, my lovelies. It's possible that more than one knows, allegedly. But I don't think all three do know. I could be wrong. But that Four of Cups, it's suggesting somebody was ignored, not brought into the real truth. What else you guys got? Good questions. Robin, question. Why did they do this to Nancy? What's the purpose? Allegedly. Why did the perp do this to Nancy? Why did the perp do this to Nancy? What was the motive? The motive is to lay something to rest. Oh my gosh. They were worried. They were worried about, okay, so this is your glory here. This is your life purpose. This is your 1111 card. Look, they were worried that their career or their life path was over, dead, done. They were worried that they were being ignored. So this is attention getting. You can see they're, hey, yay, and they're running through the thing. They're getting attention. 1111 card. But they were worried about abandonment, being forgotten. Yes, that is why. Yes, the aha idea. Bottom of the deck, payout to this contract. There was something about a payout on a contract that wasn't doing them no good. They were stuck like a joke. Like stuck like Chuck. Stuck and stuck. You got the Two of Wands, which is a plan, but you don't take action. And then you got that Knight that ain't moving, ain't budging. This person was stuck in their life, and they needed to boost it. They needed a reason to celebrate. They needed a reason to celebrate with family. They were worried deep down, King of Wands, and they were protecting how far they'd come, because they're all about getting a new spin on this to get that new beginning. Why? Because they were being lowballed. Their offer wasn't coming through very good anymore. Now it's a bigger offer, right? They were worried they were being ignored, and that was confusing, and they made a decision to change that in the world. Change the master of manipulation is basically the manifester, right? Excellent questions, you guys. All right, let me see who else has a question. The FYO. Hello, lovely. Will this break the Guthrie siblings apart? Allegedly, will this break the Guthrie siblings apart? We got that person that can't eat, can't sleep, can't do anything. She's worried. It's a female, right? In the bed. They're worried. They're in a very bad place in life. They feel something's done, dead, over. They feel they have screwed up. We've got 19 swords. Swords are words. 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 Swords. This is a lot of really bad communication. This is something where this person was so in their head that they did something totally wrong. They've stabbed this other person 10 times in the back. I don't think it's Nancy. I think it's the public. I think we've been betrayed. Page of Pentacle. Just to get this little damn offer. All this for that little offer. Yes. All this to just get that offer, that contract back. Bottom of the deck. To feel solid and be the queen and in the old way. All right, my lovelies. Let me go ahead, give it a few shuffles, and we'll go back up. I see a lot of questions. I'm doing my best. Susie Q. Question, was Nancy in on the plan allegedly? Was Nancy in on the plan? We have death, so she was in on something. We have scorpionic energy, transformation, a death to the old way. That card jumped in my hand. Swift action. Okay. We have held, destiny, and chaos. I'm not seeing that Nancy knew about it at first. Something may have happened. Did something, I'm just going to follow up. Did something happen to Nancy? Contract. Protecting how far we come. I'm not getting an actual answer of knowledge. This is holding back, almost as if she wasn't told the full story properly. Could this be a threat? Look. This person's charging in with a knife. They're going to cut something out. We have the death card. Could this be that they were telling Nancy that there was an attacker that was coming in to hurt the family, right? So this be a lie. So even though she went along with it, she didn't know the truth of it. Because we do have this pretend to cross over energy, but really holding back the truth because of this chaos, right? And it's like now Nancy's under contract to believe that she's being protected. This is the protection. Protecting how far you've come. So it would seem that Nancy wasn't in on the actual reason for everything, but that she went along with it. Does that make sense? So she didn't know the truth, but she still went along with it thinking she did know the truth. All right, let me see. Rosie UIS. Did she rescue her before the real kidnappers could? Was there an actual threat of kidnapping of Nancy Guthrie prior to her? We have an illusion. No, we have an illusion. And a payout. We have the magician, illusionist, the manifester. Somebody made this whole thing up. They paid. Home. Lay this to rest on a stinky offer. No. So when it comes to did she rescue her, I am not getting that. I'm getting that this was actually a payout on this illusion to lay this old issue to rest, possibly leaving the home permanently. And it's a stinky offer. Bottom of the deck, stuck. It's because the person is stuck as a joke. They deceived everybody. So this wasn't a real kidnapping. This was, unfortunately, for another motive. Allegedly. Again, everything is alleged that I share. Thank you, Rose. I appreciate the question. I'm just looking for the word question. Hi, Carol. Was Savannah never going to the Olympics? Excellent question. Was Savannah not going to the Olympics prior to Nancy? Correct. And that had her locked up in her head. She couldn't eat. She couldn't sleep because the ratings went up and they were choosing someone else. They had an aha idea. And look, it was toxic as shit. That's why she was up every night. Because she couldn't stand this, that she had lost the prime part of the job, allegedly. Shalala, was Nanos in on the plan? Good question. Was Sheriff Nanos in on the plan allegedly? We have a plan. There's the plan. Okay. If it's meant to come out, it will. That was 3/4 of the deck. King of Cups. So he felt some kind of way about this plan. Was he in on the plan of what really was going on? We've got this payout. He was paid. He was paid. Oh, there's a hidden, I'm stuck, hidden deception, right? Hidden, because we've got this in reverse. So when it's upside down, it's reverse. We have the liar, cheater, thiefer. This person's stealing all the swords behind everybody's back. So when they're attacked, they're defenseless. And so therefore, we definitely have it in reverse, which means hidden. We also have this stuck as a joke. So this person is a liar, cheater, thiefer, and they're stuck as a joke. And so they're paying out this sheriff. And look at this. The Tower moment with the angel and the Knight of Wands. This is something didn't mix well. And we have this inconsistency, unreliable with this Tower moment. So he's proved to be unreliable. He became a risk to them in some way. Maybe he talked too much. And so that's why there's a unanimous pull to get him out of there, I believe, because he talked too much in the beginning and almost revealed the plan. And it's supposed to be kept secret to defend, right? So I think Nanos' mouth got him in trouble. Did he really know the full plan? I'm not 100% sure yet. Did Nanos know the actual plan? Judgment, yes, he knew the plan. And I feel like there's more, but I don't know if it came out or if it just, the energy pumped. So I would say yes, he knew the plan. Look at that. I opened it up and it was the payout card. He knew the plan. Judgment, payout. He knew. He knows. Okay. Angie, question. Is Nancy still alive and living in the U.S.? Is Nancy alive and living in the U.S.? Now we can do alive or we can do U.S. So we'll start with alive. Is Nancy alive? Because she could be dead and in the U.S. or she could be alive and living in another country. So you can't do ands, ifs, and buts. You just need to ask your questions. Simple, lovely. All right. Is Nancy alive? Let's start there. Is Nancy still alive? Yes, Nancy is still alive. And that is the truth. Queen of Swords, truth spoken, and aces are yes. We also have hidden cards. There is a lot of regret about this stinky offer. Okay? So now that we've got that part, let's see. Is she in the U.S.? And Nancy Guthrie is allegedly in the U.S. Is Nancy Guthrie allegedly in the United States? We have a messenger. Show me what we need to see. Is Nancy Guthrie still in the United States? We have the Ten of Pentacles. And we have the Ten of Cups. That is a for sure yes. That's a yes. She's in the United States. And we have the Emperor. And we have work. And we have a message. Yeah, she's definitely, according to this, would be in the United States. We have the family card. Okay? Family has access. This is the family legacy card. And this is the messenger. Good questions, you guys. Wow, Angie, good question. The FOI, or FYO, for your info, whose idea was it? Whose idea was this entire thing of Nancy Guthrie's event? Okay, hold on. Hers. The female that was all in and locked up in her head. The one that was worried about not getting attention, right? If it was Savannah Guthrie, show me the Queen of Pentacles, please, and thank you. Allegedly. We have swift action. Ace of Swords. A yes, yes, yes. We have a fight to win at all cost. Five of Swords. We have the plan. Three of Pentacles. We have Eight of Wands, communication of the plan. We have Knight of Cups, and we have Nine of Pentacles. We have the Two of Swords, and we have the Queen of Swords. So what this is saying, when you're asking whose idea was this, it's the person that's locked up in their head that felt like they had to take absolute swift action because they were being forgotten. They were being overlooked. They wanted clarity. They wanted this to matter. We have, I'll win at all costs no matter what. I'll come up with a plan. I'll communicate that plan. I'll make an offer about stability, decision, and truth spoken. The illusion. Somebody knew Nancy since they were a child. Could be a daughter, could be a son. And there's the Queen of Pentacles. I'm done. You guys, I'm sorry. It's all coming up. It's all coming up. We could go on for days. I could keep asking. And we will come back and ask more questions. But it's been quite a day. I know it's kind of short on this end, but it's already 5:18 because I screwed up earlier. Go watch video 1 of 3 and 2 of 3. And thank you for being here on 3 of 3. You guys deserve the GOAT. You are amazing. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing the information out there, especially video 1. Video 1 is about showing it's asking the question, how is it possible that this perp on the porch matches Savannah Guthrie so closely? How is that possible? I don't know. I'm going to leave that for the whole world to make their own decision. I love you. You've been amazing. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the support. You guys are always giving me a gold star with YouTube. Every week I get my little YouTube report and I got an A, and it's because you guys are the ones that grade me. You grade me by posting a comment, by liking the video, by watching all the videos like this, or even one of them all the way to the end. Hyping it up after the lives are done. Everything you do is your grade on YouTube to me. And when I get that A+, I'm always like, oh, they love me. So I appreciate that a lot. But I do want this to be about Nancy Guthrie. And I have done a lot of research in this case. And now I'm at the point to where I truly, really, in my heart of hearts, believe that this was not an abduction of Nancy Guthrie, in my opinion. It wasn't a homicide, in my opinion. This was, in my humble opinion, and that's all I got. You do your own research, form your own opinion. In my opinion, this was a publicity stunt to push those ratings up high for one individual. Who had the most to gain? Who had the most to gain? Thank you so much, you guys. You're all amazing. I love you, and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.
The dust I was born, to the dirt I shall return. When my eyes are closed, in the shadows, my enemies will think they won, but I am here to stay. Destiny